Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Spurgeon Study Bible, which is the Christian Standard Bible that I received from Alistair Begg's ministry, Truth for Life. Right now he's got a really good deal going on with this study Bible. It's only $30 plus shipping and handling, of course. But I think it's a really good value. From what I've been able to ascertain is that this is the same Bible that you can purchase through Amazon or whatever, any of the Christian bookstores. But it's their Truth for Life version. It's very similar to the same one you can buy online for more money than this, but it's pretty much the exact same Bible, minus a few changes. So, I'm very pleased with it. But we're gonna do the unboxing, and we're gonna just kind of show you what this is all about. So as you can see, it's Spurgeon Study Bible. It's still from Holman. On the back here, it's got a description of Charles Spurgeon. He's known as the Prince of Preachers. And of course, this is the Charles Spurgeon version. So it has some of his sermons and quotes and things like that throughout the entire Bible. So it's a very good resource to have, for sure. It's the black genuine leather. Not sure if it'll have the engraving of the calfskin leather on the back, but we'll take a look here. So let's open this up, and we'll just put that off to the side there, and then we'll just take this out. Put that off to the side as well. Okay, very good. Okay, well, as you can see, it's still got the Charles Spurgeon, engraved here on the front, just like the other one does. And let's see, if we look at the spine of this, it has Charles Spurgeon's signature up here, Spurgeon Study Bible, Christian Standard. But what's different is it's the Truth for Life version, which is basically Alistair Begg's ministry, and who's offering this particular version of the Bible for at cost value, which is really good. Upon first inspection, it's definitely got the calfskin leather. It's the very soft, supple leather. It smells really good if you're a fan of leather. On the back, though, I do not see the inscription of genuine calfskin leather, but I believe I did some research on this and found that it was, according to Truth for Life, that this is the calfskin leather, according to their forums. So that's really good. So if we take a look, we have nice silver gilding throughout, and of course this is the indexed version. The indexes are very well done. They're like the square notches instead of the round notches, which I appreciate. Upon first glance, it looks like the Old Testament is white and black, or silver and black, and the New Testament is blue and silver. So the tabs are blue, and then of course the Old Testament looks silver and black. So, all right, let's open her up here. It's got the nice stitching, very well done. Of course, it's got Spurgeon in here. It's got an index of all the Bibles, which any good study Bible should have. And it's got a nice biography in here of Charles Spurgeon. If anybody doesn't know who he is or has never read any of his stuff, this is a very good resource to have. Gives you a lot of background on his life and his ministry. So that's always good to have. And this one, just like the other Spurgeon study Bible, has lost sermons of Spurgeon, which can come in really handy. These are great resources to have. And then throughout the Bible, there are quotes from Spurgeon. So there are 4 pages of quotes from Spurgeon. So that's great. We have an introduction to the Christian Standard Bible here. So if you want to read more about what this translation consists of and how they came up with this translation, this is a really good resource. So that's excellent. And then, of course, it has all the abbreviations that are in the CSB Bible. And then a preface here. And then it just kind of dives right into the Old Testament here. So we have a good, each book has an introduction page, just like this. And it has notes about Spurgeon's, about what Spurgeon had to write about each particular book in here. There's handwritten notes that Spurgeon put in here. And of course they have it in the plain text down here. So if you have trouble reading it up here in his cursive handwriting, you can read it right down here in the study notes, which comes in really handy. Also, there's these great handwritten notes that have been photocopied basically into the pages. And then, of course, a full explanation of what these pages entail on the facing page regarding what this was saying. So it's a really good resource. So the study notes in here, they're not extensive. I mean, compared to some study Bibles that I have used in the past, but I think they're pretty decent from what I can tell. It's a lot of it has Charles Spurgeon's flavor to it, so that'll come in really handy as you dive into the Word. The one thing that really strikes me about this is the font face. I'm not familiar enough with the other version of this particular Bible, but the font is a little bigger, which is very nice, especially for somebody with getting a little older. My vision's getting a little tougher and I have to wear some reading glasses to read. I can actually read this font without my glasses, so that makes it really nice. It might make for a little bigger of a Bible, but I appreciate the larger font, especially with with my eyes getting a little on the weaker side as age takes over. But I like it. It's easy to read. The pages feel very sturdy. I don't see a whole lot of bleed through from page to page, so that is always a positive. It's always troubling when you're trying to read or highlight or take notes and you get a bleed through on the other side of the page, but I don't see really. It's very faint bleed through, if at all, and I'm very pleased with it at this point. So very nice Bible. So we have our ribbons here, and from what I can tell, it looks like the white ribbon is for the Old Testament, so it gives you placeholders within the Old Testament here, matching the indexes. And then it looks like the New Testament is blue, matching the blue index tabs here. So that's very nice. I don't tend to use these too often, but when there's places that I want to go back to, I will mark these off. Otherwise, I'll put sticky notes or use envelopes with notes or something and stick it in the crease here and hold my place to the point where my Bibles tend to look like a lot of things sticking up out of it, but that's fine because there's lots of different places you always want to go back to. So let's see, very nice, very nicely done. As I go through, there's more notes from Spurgeon, which is very good. Let's go to the back here. Oh, there's a concordance back here. Let's see how big this is. Let's see. So this is the thickness of the concordance. Not too shabby, especially since most study Bibles don't have a very good concordance, but it looks pretty extensive. I mean, it's not a Strong's exhaustive concordance, but it's not too shabby for your average study Bible. So very nice. Probably the key words that you want to look up in here. So that's very good. As we go to the back here, we have our maps section. So we have the migration of Abraham. Very nice. We have the route of Exodus. That's really good. Nice colorful maps too. Very, very easy to read. And then of course we have the tribal allotments of Israel. So that's really good. The kingdom of Israel and Judah. Israel in the time of Jesus. And of course the ministry of Jesus around Galilee. Jerusalem, and then Paul's ministry back here. So that's really good. And we go back, it still has the same stitching and everything, so that's really good. All in all, it's a very, very nice Bible. Very pleased with it. It's very soft. Oh, very, very nice, and smells great, like I said. So I think it's going to be a great resource. I really appreciate Alistair Begg and his ministry, Truth for Life, for supplying these Bibles at cost, which is again $30. You have to pay for shipping, but $30 is a great price when I've seen these Bibles run as much as $100 on Amazon and Christian booksellers online. So I really appreciate him and his ministry for supplying such a beautiful Bible at such a reasonable price, and hope more people take advantage of it. And again, I just thank you. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit like at the bottom, and we'll be seeing you. Thanks again.